This is our camera out at Daytona Beach, and you can see the wind pushing the camera around and the rainfall coming down. This system is still going to produce big storm surge for the United States between 3 and 7 feet for parts of the very eastern seaboard here, especially in South Carolina and North Carolina as the system continues to churn. Here's the eye wall. There's Daytona Beach where that camera is, Jacksonville and Charleston, South Carolina. This system is still Category 2. It has a very well-formed eye wall. So you're talking about torrential rain and tropical storm force winds, which extend all the way to places like Savannah, Georgia. So the sustained winds right at that eye wall area are 110 miles per hour. The system is going to be very close to Charleston, South Carolina, Thursday afternoon local time on the East Coast. If it makes a landfall, it's probably most likely here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina early on Friday. Still is a Category 2 because that core sits out over warm water. It will weaken as it moves to the north, but the Canadian Maritimes, Halifax, Nova Scotia here could see that storm as early as Friday night. And then the storm continues to push north as we get into Monday of next week. Again, rainfall will be a concern, very thin sliver here along the East Coast. So Charleston could see up to 10 inches of rain, and we could see the Outer Banks of the Carolinas seeing maybe 10, 12 inches of rain, plus big storm surge, plus big waves. So this is still a major concern and potentially deadly for people right out there on the very East Coast. And they've asked a lot of folks to get out of the way of the storm. Locally here, marine layer very thin and only at the beaches, high clouds over the area as well. So kind of in between a drier air mass and some mugginess off to the south and east. It's hot in the interior again, 94 Paso, 90 Santa Ynez, 62 in Lompoc right now. The winds are onshore but fairly light, and that's why we haven't gotten rid of those marine clouds at the coast. I'm going to go quickly here. Paso Robles 101 today, 67 Pismo Beach, 97 Santa Ynez for daytime highs. You can see these thunderstorms and this mugginess trying to push up into California. But there is a little dry slot in here which has been protecting us, so I don't think we're going to see anything in the way of thunderstorms. The headline, if you ask me, is going to be the big hot sundowner potential as we get into later Friday. So this is Friday night into early Saturday. The winds are going to start whistling out of the north here for the South Coast. Friday could see daytime highs near 100 degrees on the South Coast. For the Central Coast, the big headline is going to be northwest winds developing as we get into the weekend. Those winds are going to bring much cooler conditions inland. We could see temperatures drop by up to 20 degrees in the interior as we get into the weekend, so lower 80s are possible. Here's the forecast. 102 tomorrow in Paso Robles. So again, tomorrow is not Friday, not the transition day on temperature. It's going to be very much like today. 85 San Luis, 87 Santa Barbara. So it's already been warm in Santa Barbara. So again, fast forward one day and we have that hot sundowner potential. Mid-90s Santa Ynez Valley, mid-60s Pismo Beach, mid-90s California Valley, 64 Morro Bay, 103 San Miguel. The extended forecast trend here across the Central Coast is going to be down into the weekend. But take a look at Santa Barbara. Again, that pop on Friday before we start giving back some of that heat. Paso Robles, it's down big time Friday into Saturday when those northwest winds return. And then when we warm up into next week, it won't get back to 100. San Luis Obispo, upcoming weekend in the upper 70s. Karina, Richard, back to you.